Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Pashhammer. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is the upcoming London Grand Tournament. It is an event that is said to be possibly the largest singles Old World event in the UK so far. It will be held this coming weekend and it should have quite a selection of exciting lists present. Now, the lists have been submitted. I have not had a read through these, so we'll be reading through these together and see if we can maybe make a little prediction of who'll do well, who'll finish in the top five, and who might be bringing a fun, fluffy list. Let's have a look at the lists. So the first list I have in store for you is in fact my own. I have decided to go to the dark side and bring Kathy to this event to have a little look and see what the fuss is all about. So let me take you through my list. So we have General Bao Lun. He's a Lord Magistrate, Dragonfire Bombs. He is riding a Sky Lantern, all the usual stuff you'd expect. Iron Hail, Dragonfire Bombs again. Sky Lantern Bombs. He has a Sword of Striking for any ethereal dudes that I come across. He has the Jade Armor of Beishai and Alchemist's Masks. Essentially, he has a Plague of Rust bound level 3 spell. He has a 4-up armor save, a 5-up ward, and a 2-up magic resistance. Pretty solid little unit there. Now, he is backed by Chairman Meow, a Shogungan general with a Celestial Braid, Heavy Armor, Wizard level 1, Lord of Yang, Battle Magic, Moss Shard. He's essentially a 3-up, 5-up level 1 sort of fighty little character who has a nice little defensive tech against other magic users. He is brought together with Shigengis Khan, which is another Shogungan general with heavy armor, level 1, battle magic, and the Brazen Blade. The Brazen Blade's it's like a magical great weapon. It's really, really quite good. We have a second character balloon. It's Ming the Inflatable. He's a strategist. All the usual upgrades. He has Armor of Meteoric Iron and Talisman of Protection. So essentially 5-up, 5-up, unmodifiable then. Moving into core, I've got 2 units of 5 Jade Lancers, the Chop Chop Suey Squad and the Rice and Ready Riders. They both have Ambush, Drilled. They've got Champion with the Ring of Jet. One of the new items, Ring of Jet, really, really good. Gives you Unquiet Spirits bound level 2. They've also got Magic Resistance 1 as well on those units. To round out the core, we've got the Super Soy Soldiers, 12 Jade Warriors, full command, magic resistance 1, and the Icon of Heavenly Fury, which is the no-fly banner. Quite useful little unit, useful for capturing objectives and whatnot. Moving into the artillery squad, we have the Walk and Load, Grand Cannon with an Ogre Loader, and another one called the Chopstick Thunder. Pretty standard Grand Cannons, as you'd imagine, at least for a Cathay list. They're very, very good. I decided to go with 2 on this one, and hopefully that'll put me in good stead. To round off the list, we have a third Lantern, Sir Floats-a-Lot. Just a box standard lantern with all the upgrades. It's good. It really doesn't need any more. Overall, I think it's quite a solid list. I am expecting it to do well. And if somebody hasn't played against Cathay, it's going to surprise. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shock, to be honest. And if you have played them, I'm looking forward to see how you beat them. Because to be honest, that's what I'm in here for, to try and find out what beats what, especially Cathay. So that's my list. Let's have a look at one of the other Cathay lists in play. So the next person we have in here is Malik. Now, Malik was one of the people that I highlighted should do quite well at this event. He seems to be fairly well ranked and seems to be doing quite well in some of these. He has also brought Cathay as well. He has a Shogungan Lord. This one is a level 4 with the Learned Feng Shi Bow and the Scroll of Wei Jin. Essentially, this gives him 6 spells on illusion. And he's brought the Monkey King's Wisdom, which is a super weapon of, gigantic proportions. Essentially, I think he's going for the doppelganger mode on this. So it's going to really smash some units. That's going to be quite painful. What else do we have? We have a Lord Magistrate. He's got Crystal of Kunlan, gives him a 5-up ward save. He's got the Alchemist Masks like I do, and the Armor of Meteoric Iron for a 5-up unmodifiable save. Very nasty. Should hit like a truck, really, and be quite hard to get points out of. Round off the characters, he has a Strategist. Also on a Sky Lantern, and he has a Jade Armor Beishai. So basically, mine and Malik's list are much the same, except I've got 2 Shogungans for his one, and his one is a lot more punchy. So, yeah, that would be interesting. Going into core, he has brought 18 Jade Warriors, Jade Banner, Stubborn as well. Okay, interesting. A unit Jade Lancers with the Ring of Jet. They've got the Icon of Heavenly Fury, the No-Fly Banner. Another unit Jade Lancers. One is ambushing, one is not, so that'll be interesting to see. I mean, much the same, really. It's not a huge difference. We've obviously identified the broken stuff. And Cathay someone just brought that. So Malik has actually got 3 Grand Cannons with Ogre's Loaders. So a lot heavier than I did in terms of artillery. I did try the 3 cannons. It didn't really work for me. So I'll be interested to see how it goes for Malik. And yeah, it's quite a nasty list. This has a potential to finish in top 3, I think. So definitely one to beat. So let's have a little look at the next one. So this next one is Brian Carmichael. Brian also brought Cathay. There's 3 Cathay generals, and Brian's the 3rd one. Now, this one's a bit of a silly list. I have had a look at this. Me and Brian have been discussing bits and pieces over the last several weeks as we were preparing for this event, and it'll be interesting to see what you think of this. So, let's have a look. Shogungan Lord, level 2. He has the Monkey King's Wisdom. That's the super weapon, and he's got Battle Magic. So not quite as hitty as Malik's list, but still quite nasty. That is a really good weapon there. He's got Lord Magistrate with Ring of Jet and Talisman of Protection. So Ring of Jet is the Unquiet Spirits bound item. It'll be interesting to see how Brian does with that. There's more of them as they go on. So let's have a look. We have another strategist. This one has gunpowder bombs. Interesting. Also a lantern and the Ring of Jet. Yep, so a shooting. No ward save on that one, which will be interesting. Okay. Another strategist who is on foot with Ring of Jet. So far, 3 Rings of Jet. Let's keep going into core. We have 22 Jade Warriors with a Charm Shield and the No Fly banner. Yep, very standard. I mean, we've seen how good the Falcon Horn does in previous editions. The No Fly banner is even better because you do it without having to actually test for anything. So definitely a solid item. A lot of people seem to enjoy bringing it. So let's keep going. We have Jade Lancers with Officer with Ring of Jet. That's 4 rings. Another unit of Jade Lancers with Officer with Ring of Jet. That's 5 rings. Another unit of Jade Lancers in Special. Officer with Ring of Jet. That's 6 rings. And another unit of Jade Lancers, that makes it 7, and another unit that makes it 8. And I think to round off, he has a Sky Lantern. Yeah, so basically what we have is 1, 2, 3 balloons and 1 Shogungan and 8 rings of jet. This is going to be very, very nasty. I think it'll catch some people out. Some people will probably just be absolutely destroyed by the pure rattle gun that this will bring. So it'll be interesting to see how that does. I want to see how it does against somebody with a bit of magical defense, maybe a Magic Crest 2 or maybe some decent sort of dispelling items. It's possible that this could do really well against 3 or 4 armies and then fall down against one that has a bit of magical resistance. I guess we'll see. So, but again, Brian's a really good player. He is one that has a potential to be in the top 5 as well. So let's have a look and see at other armies that will be playing against the Cathay. And these are pretty much... This is the standard that we'll be putting the rest of them against to see how well they do. Basically, the question everybody wants to know is, can you beat Cathay? Let's have a little look. So this one is Ivor Annette's. We have some Chaos Dwarves. Sorcerer Prophet, level 3 on a Bale Taurus. Seems quite defensive. Bull Centaur Taruk. Mantle of Stone ×2. Infernal Essential. I'm not particularly familiar with Chaos Dwarves, to be 100% honest. So, I mean, I know their tough 7 is their thing. They're very tough. They've got cheap core sometimes. Although he's got 17. Yeah, there we go. He's got 17 Infernal Guard. He's got 24 Hobgoblins, 21 Goblin Cutthroats, quite a solid amount of core, 4 Bull Centaur Renders, an Iron Demon, a Hobgoblin Bolt Thrower, and a Hobgoblin Bolt Thrower. So the scary things for me when I look at this list is the Iron Demons. He's only got 1, less scary. He doesn't have a Death Shrieker, also less scary. He's got the Bolt Throwers. I'm not particularly bothered about them. Can he beat Cathay? No, probably not. Not unless it wasn't particularly well played. So I could be wrong, but I don't think this one is going to be one that's, you know, going to smash everything in his face. But good luck to him. Let's have a look next. So Tom Brzozowski. Now, Tom is actually one that I did highlight would do quite well in the top 10. He has predictably also brought Chaos Dwarves, and he does do really well with them, so he must know what's going on here. So we have another Sorcerer Prophet, level 3, Bale Taurus, Meteoric Iron, Talisman of Protection, Mantle of Stone, Obsidian Vambraces, Demonology, Bull Centaur Taruk, yeah, fair enough, Mask of the Furnace, Mantle of Stone, 10 Infernal Guard and Core, 24 Cutthroats, Another unit of 24 Cutthroats. Nice cheap core to score those objective points. In special, we have 3 Bull Centers. Here we go. And we have 2 Iron Demons. As I was saying, these are the tricky ones to beat in the game. These are the sort of threats that you need to watch out for, is those 2 Iron Demons, plus also the Bale Taurus there as well. So quite a condensed, solid list. Tom always does really quite well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he managed to sneak into the top 10, top 15 players there. So we'll have a look and see how he gets on. Next one, we have a Tyrone. Tyrone also brought Chaos Dwarves, Chaos, Sorcerer Prophet, Lamassu, Armor Meteoric Iron, Armor Protection, yep, Lore Familiar, 20 Infernal Guard, another 20 Infernal Guard. Ooh, that's quite shitty, okay. 2 Iron Demons, 14 Sneaky Gits, and a Deathquake Mortar, right. This is also quite a scary Chaos Dwarf list. He's got 2 Iron Demons, he's got the Deathquake Mortar, he's got Infernal Guard. It's a lot of shooting. It's a lot of things that could hurt Cathay, so I think this list has a chance against Cathay. Certainly mine and Malik's list, perhaps. Brian, I don't know how well this defends against Magic, but if they're unless they've got MR2, I think you're going to sneak some wounds in against those Iron Demons. They probably are going to go down to Unquiet Spirit. So, interesting. We'll see how he gets on. Next, we are moving into the Bretonnians of all various flavors. So here we have Alex Petford. Now, Alex has brought a Baron. This is an Exiles list, clearly. Even says it at the top if you read it. So, Alex has brought a Baron with the Exiles Vow, Royal Peg, Frontier Axe, Falconhorn, Virtue of Knightly Temper. So, other than the Falconhorn, a pretty standard loadout for a Baron, the Falconhorn, I think, is an anti-Cathay tech, because he obviously wants to use that against those balloons, maybe against the gyro spam that we've seen from the Dwarves, Expeditionary Force, maybe against other fellow Bretonnian players. So quite a good pick there. I think that's clearly a nod into what the meta is currently bringing. He has a second Baron. This one is the the Virtue of Heroism, the Monster Slaying one. Paymaster's Coin, double Lucky Heirloom. So he's really looking for those 6s to kill stuff. Now, that's good against monsters. That's good against other things. Not great against chariots. So balloons and stuff don't really care if you try and monster slay them. They don't get affected by that. But you can still do an awful lot of damage to them. So quite a good bit of tech there. He also has a Paladin, and I think... oh, interesting. Okay, so he has Virtue of the Impetuous now, so that increases the charge distance of his unit. He's also on the Royal Peg. God, all 3 of them on Royal Pegs. And he has the Banner of the Lady's Grace. That is, unless I'm mistaken, one that is essentially you have a non-modifiable leadership. That is a bit of tech against vampires. And it means that the screams and whatnot don't really affect you the same way that that they would otherwise. So, double Baron and a Paladin, no magic. It's a good start. I like it so far. Let's see what it continues with. So, we have 40 Yeoman Guard with all the usual stuff. We've got 10 Peasant Bowmen with a champion, another 10 with a champion, 5 Knights of the Realm on foot, yep, to give the other guys leadership, 6 Mounted Yeomen to go and capture objectives and kill baggage trains. Yeah, cool, makes sense. I always really like core. It's bang on 501 as well. I really like Bretonnian core. It's always really good and effective. So yeah, if I were to take Brits again, this is a very similar list to what I would take. I'd maybe have slightly more peasants. But I've not played around with the bowmen, so sorry, the yeomen. So maybe that's the secret tech here. And last but not least, we have a few more. Actually, it's quite a few more. We have 5 pegs with the Banner of Shalon, so no stand and shoot against this unit. 2 Border Prince Bombards, which is standard, and a Field Treb, which is interesting. Okay, so this is quite a shooty list. It has a lot of fast-moving units. It's got plenty of core to score stuff. This is a really solid list. I would expect this to do quite well. Can it be Cathay? Yes, I think it can. It has the right tech. It's obviously geared towards that. You just have to see how it plays out. It has got no magic and no magical defense. So if it comes up against Brian's list, I think it's going to struggle. I think it's really going to struggle. You need to watch out those Pegasus Knights don't get shot up by Cathay and other sort of nasty things. But yeah, it's a decent list. Alex has obviously built this to take on what is currently strong in the meta. So yeah, wish him the best of luck on that one there as well. Next we have Ben Ducker. So Ben has also brought Bretonnians. These are plain old vanilla Bretonnians because he has a Duke. The Duke has Royal Peg, Ogre Blade, Syrian's Locket, so it doesn't take more than one wound for multi-wound stuff. Virtue of Knightly Temper, so extra attacks with an Ogre Blade. Very nasty, very, very nasty. A Prophetess, level 3 on a horse. She's got the prayer icon of Quenelles for extra dispel range. She's on elementalism, always good. Paladin on a Barded Peg, decent armor. Virtue of the Impetuous Knight, so again, that increased charge range. Oh, and a Baron as well. Nice. A Baron on Royal Peg. Sword of the Stout-Hearted. I'm not actually sure what that does. And double Obsidian Lodestone for magic resistance 2. Wonder if you could have just had a Spell Eater Axe and it would have done much the same thing for a little bit cheaper. But he's got 2 Royal Pegs. He has a Paladin on a Barded Peg. So I'm guessing he's got a nice big chunky unit of Pegasus Knights. He does indeed. Unit of 4. Interesting. I hope you don't meet cannons because otherwise your characters are not going to have any lookout sirs in those units. We also have 20 Knights of the Realm on foot. Now, I've been looking forward to seeing a nice chunky unit of Knights of the Realm on foot. I actually think they've got quite a good bit of potential, so I'm looking forward to seeing how these get on. He's got a magic resistance 1 on that unit, and he's also got just a standard bearer, full command. Okay, 30 men-at-arms, all the usual stuff. Fine, no blessed triptych there. 5 mounted Knights of the Realm. Yeah, fine. 5 pegs. 13 battle pilgrims. That's an interesting choice. Grail, really. I've not actually seen that on the table before. So, yeah, it's got the right elements. Can it beat Cathay? The Ogre Blade could do a fair bit of damage. Other than that, I think he might struggle, I'm afraid. There's just, without cannons, there's not a lot that can threaten Cathay. So, but you have got a bit of magic rest, so it might do well against Brian type list. But Malik and myself, yeah, might be able to score points out of that quite well. Let's see what happens next. Connor Brennan. Connor has brought an Exiles list as well. Baron, Virtually the Knightly Temper, Frontier Axe. Okay, so the standard loadout for a Baron, fine. Damsel on a Warhorse. Prayer Icon for a bit of Dispel Power, fine, sounds good. Paladin, Impetuous Knight, Banner Shalons, Royal Peg, Spell Eater Axe. So this is very similar to what I ran at... this is exceptionally similar to what I ran at the last event that I went to. 9 Mounted Knights of the Realm, Antlers of the Great Hunt, interesting. War Banner, yeah, that's fine. 15 Peasants, 15 Peasants, 15 Peasants. Cool. Obviously, I mean, yeah, that's fine, that works. 2 units of 5 Pegasus Knights. Nice. And 2 Bombards. Okay, so this is quite cool. I like this because I think 2 units of pegs is infinitely better than 1 unit. And he's got 5 there, so he doesn't really need to worry about cannons, at least not for the first, until the first peg dies. So, yeah, this has got ability to do quite well. It's got the right elements. Yeah, I think it could beat Cathay. It would struggle into... You need to play it well, as you do with Cathay whenever you play them. But I think it's got the right elements, so yeah, hopefully Connor can show us what that does. Next one, we have Daniel Mashford. Now, Daniel's also got Exiles, Baron with all the usual stuff you'd expect a Baron to have. Frontier Axe, Charm Shield, all the rest of Paladin, with Banner Shalons, Virtue of the Noble Disdain, interesting, and the Falcon Horn as well. So you're seeing these Falcon Horns a lot more. People are starting to bring them into combat, all the flying stuff like the balloons that we've got. Outcast Wizard, yep, just level 3. Okay, quite expensive in my opinion, but very doable. The Green Knight, the first one we've actually seen with the Green Knight. Slight difference in the compact, this one. I don't think the Green... Oh no, the Green Knight gives up full points whenever he dies, so you need to be a little bit careful with him. But overall, really nice build on the characters so far. What else have we got? 34 Yeoman Guard, all the usual stuff, plus a War Banner. 5 Mounted Knights of the Realm, with, yeah, the usual stuff. 14 Peasant Bowmen, 6 Mounted Yeomen. Yep, the core seems pretty standard, nothing too spicy. 5 Pegasus Knights with Errantry Banner. That's the +1 strength on the charge. Quite a decent banner, that one. And 2 Border Prince Bombards. Overall, decent list. I think it could do well. It's got a couple of pieces of tech against Cathay. It would give them a good game, but it's going to be tricky. So we'll hopefully see how Daniel gets on. So, I have not actually read these names, and this one stumbles me. I'm sorry. Gwillem Johnson. Gwillem. Gwillem. Apologies if I mispronounced that. So this one is another Exiles list. We have a Green Knight. We have a Baron with, yep, all the usual stuff a Baron in Exiles has. We have a Damsel, level 1 on foot illusion. Interesting. Outcast Wizard as well with the prayer icon for the Dispel. Fair enough. We have a Paladin with, oh, I quite like he's put names on these as well. Vivian Bastard. Yeah, Exiles Val, Battle Standard Bearer, Royal Peg, Samuel Vimer, Sergeant at Arms. That's not a model that I've actually seen played on the table yet, so that's quite interesting to see what he's going to do with that. 6 Mounted Knights of the Realm with full command. 10 Peasant Bowmen, Le Adorable Bastard. 35 Human Guard, the Adorable Bastards, perhaps. Full command, Blessed Triptych, yeah, all the usual stuff. 5 Pegs with Banner of Shalons, and 2 Bombards. Yep, all the usual tech. Same as the rest of them. Brits are quite popular. This one, it's one of the most popular factions. So we'll be reading through a few more of these. So let's have a little look and see. This next one is Josh Bates. Now, Josh brought a vanilla Brett army, Duke, Virtue of the Joust. Interesting. Royal Peg, Armor of Destiny. Ooh, Armor of Destiny for a permanent ward, so you don't have to pray. Interesting. Paladin, great weapon, interesting. Impetuous, okay, so extra charge. Rampaging Banner, reroll charges. Royal Peg, Prophetess on the Warhorse, level 4, Battle Magic, 2 Sacraments of the Lady. 6 Mounted Knights of the Realm, Banner of Shalon, 6 Mounted Knights, 12 Peasants, 3 units of 3 Pegasus. Ah, interesting, okay. With First Knight Standard, First Knight Musician, First Knight Standard, and 3 Grail Knights. Virtue, Discipline, and Standard Bearer. This is interesting. Okay, I started reading this and I thought, looks about normal. Armor of Destiny is not. So whenever you see a Bretonnian with a permanent ward that they're paying for, it suggests that they won't be praying for second turn. So I hope I'm not giving away too much of Josh's tactics here, and maybe I've read it wrong. But I suspect this is going to be a full send aggro list. Like, he'll deploy. You think they're going to pray, and he's just going to ram those 3 units of Pegasus right at you. With the Duke, with the Prophetess, with a Paladin that makes you have 22-inch declarable, rerollable charges. This is going to catch some people out. I think when it does catch people out, yeah, I think he can get some big wins. I hope he can do well in this one. So yeah, nice one, Josh. I like that list. Okay, here we go. Now, we have a bit of a story on this one, and I'm going to read it out because I like people who submit stories. So, Will Gunson has brought Baron Lannistre's Sullied Company. Baron Guillaume Lannistre gazed forlornly at the Blackfire Pass ahead of his company. This is what he had earned them when he forsook his vows and cast aside all the notions he had held dear. The wizard Christophe, the Dark Mage, had assisted Lannistre's forces in several key victories. It wasn't long before news of the sorcery had reached Duke Chambray, who deemed this a crime deserving of all exiled status. Now the Baron had no way to return home and was forced to place uneasy faith in the Dark Wizard in order to guide his loyal war host safely through these desolate lands. To make matters worse, the other exiled Baron they had discovered in solitude followed his host inseparably, but never treading close enough to share his story. Only the name Rosé. Lannistre tried to not dwell on the possible crimes of this lone wolf, and hoped that the alliance did not become another mark of shame on his already tainted legacy. Guillaume, the disgraced hero, took a glance back on his devoted yeoman, impetuous paladin Sebastian, and his knights, the uncanny fellows they had reluctantly united with. He muttered, "Forgive me for what I must. Yabba dabba doo." I did not see that ending quite like that. Yeah, brilliant. I love a good story on these. This is brilliant. So we have a Bretonnian exiles list. Let's have a look and see. So Baron Guillaume Lannistre himself has Royal Peg, Seal of Pavaron, interesting. Gauntlet of the Dual, Frontier Axe, Virtue of Knightly Temper. Okay, slightly different than normal, but along the same lines. Baron Rosé, heavy armor, shield, royal peg, ogre blade, virtue of the ideal. Nice. So yeah, quite hitty Baron there. Paladin Sebastian has heavy armor, barded peg, MR1, virtue of the impetuous knight, and errantry banner. Yeah, so basically we've got a long range charging unit that really hits quite hard, especially if you have the ogre blade in that unit, and the frontier axe, the two best weapons that they've got access to. That's quite nasty. And of course the dark wizard himself, outcast wizard Christophe, level 3 dark magic power scroll lore familiar. Nice. It'll be interesting to see what he goes on that for dark magic. I'm guessing he's probably going to go for the frenzy extra attacks one. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. 6 Mounted Knights of the Realm with full command. Yep. 38 Yeoman Guard with full command, War Banner. 15 Peasant Bowmen. 5 Pegasus Knights with Banner Echelons and Musician, and 2 Bombards. So, yeah, extra points for fluffy names and a story. Yeah, Will, I really like this list. I mean, the list itself is fine. It's interesting. It's got a bit of character, but I really like you putting names to them. I think that's really good. Definitely something to be upheld. So, well done, Will. Okay, so let's move on to the next army. So now we are into the realm of the dwarves, the short kings. Dwarven Mountain Holds. This one is an army by Daniel Costello. Daniel has brought a king with shield bearers, rune of smiting, rune of Gromroll, rune of passage. Yep. Anvil of Doom. Nice. Don't see that very often. A runesmith with 3 runes of spell breaking. Nice. An engineer, a thane, battle standard, rune of Grungy as usual, rune of confusion. That's the stupidity rune, right? That should be interesting. But on a foot guy, interesting. Okay, 26 Longbeards, full command, Master Rune of Hesitation. Nice, so no, I think it's no charge bonuses of some sort. 5 Thunderers, we have a cannon, Prince Uther's Dragon Company. These are mercenaries, nice. We don't see this very often. Okay, so what does he have in it? It is hand weapons, brace of pistols, Dragon Bane, great weapon, light armor, shield, 16 additional Dragon Company troopers, Prince Uther, Bori Forkbeard, Standard Bearer. I have no idea what this does. I have never seen a Prince Uther's Dragon Company. This feels like some sort of fun, fluffy sort of unit, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this is. This is going to be new. But the rest of the list, yeah, a couple of cannons, a solid unit of Longbeards, and a whole host of characters that are very tricky to kill. To be honest, this and 3 runes of spellbreaking, this would be quite enough a tricky nut to crack for the Cathay type players. I'm stumbled. I don't actually know how this would go. The question is whether the dwarves are able to hold out long enough while their unit sort of gets whittled down. But yeah, it's got a bit of reach. It's got a bit of interesting thing. I don't know what this Dragon Company does, so I can't really comment. But so it looks interesting. It looks exciting. Yeah, I wish Daniel the best of luck. See how he gets on. Edward Adamson has brought some more dwarves. We have another king, shield bearers, rune of preservation. I think that's a word save. We have a thane for a battle standard, master rune of Grungy as usual, rune of rapid fire, rune of accuracy, master rune of rapid bursting flame. It's a gun thane essentially. And then a rune smith with the rune of spellbreaking. Okay, decent. 15 rangers are the great weapons, shields, musician, yeah, standard bearer. Okay, cool. Crossbows. 23 Longbeards with great weapons, shield, standard bearer, yeah, all the usual stuff. Dwarf warriors, yeah, all the usual stuff. Special units, 1 gyrocopter, 17 hammerers, a grudge thrower, another gyrocopter, and 8 iron drakes. Okay, so a selection of shooting, quite a bit of shooting actually, yeah, quite a bit of shooting, a little bit of bits and pieces. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's not going to set any world delight, but yeah. I think it's not bad. Next one, Gavin Savage. Gavin has brought a dwarf engineer with a handgun, a rune lord with rune of preservation, master rune of Alaric the Mad. Now, I played this the other day. I don't actually remember what it does. Rune of might, rune of fury. We have a thane, battle standard. Yep. Master rune of Gromroll, rune of preservation, master rune of Grungy. A Thane with a crossbow, Master Rune of Bursting Flame, Rune of Rapid Fire, Rune of Accuracy. On a crossbow? That's unique, Gavin. Interesting. 17 Dwarf Warriors, Great Weapons, Veterans, Standard Bearer, Rune of Courage, Rune of Battle. Yep, standard runes. 17 more Dwarf Warriors, also with a lot of the same runes. 14 Rangers with crossbows, yeah. Bolt Thrower, Cannon, Grudge Thrower, 2 Gyrocopters, 10 Iron Drakes. Just seems like a selection of dwarven things. Crossbow Gunthane is the first time I've ever seen that. Interesting. Quite unique. See how it goes. Now, next one we have Sophie Manklo. Now, Sophie has brought Shooty Dwarves. She has got a Burlock Daminson. Yeah, that's quite a cool character. I do like him. There's an Anvil of Doom. There's a Thane with Battle Standard, Grungy, Rune of Courage, Rune of Battle, Accuracy, Rapid Fire, Rune of Bursting Flame. So all the usual stuff you'd expect. Not with a crossbow, this one, Sophie. Soz. We have Runesmith, Rune of Passage, no Dispel runes, interesting. Engineer, Rune of Rapid Fire, Rune of Concussive Force. So this is quite cool. This is the stupidity shooting type thing. If it hits you, it doesn't have to wound you. If it hits you, you have to test for stupidity in your next turn. So quite nasty. Can catch some people out. 25 Rangers, all the usual things. Standard Bearer, Rune of Battle, Quarrelers, yep. Gyrocopter, Bolt Thrower, Cannon, Organ Gun. You weren't lying when you said these were shooty dwarves. This is quite a shooty list. Yeah, it's quite nasty. It's a lot of shooting. I think you're gonna take some. Yeah, you're gonna make some casualties when you play against a Cathay player. Otherwise, so yeah, good luck, Sophie. Hope you do well. Next one, Daniel Legg. So Daniel Legg. Daniel also has Dwarves Expeditionary Force, a Thane, Battle Standard, Grungy, Rune of Battle, Bursting Flame, Accuracy, Rapid Fire Passage. Gunthane, that's a BSB as well. Quite nice. A Runesmith, Master Rune of Calm, Burlock Daminson as well. We have another, Engineer Sapper, yes. Rune of Accuracy, Rapid Fire, another one, Accuracy and Concussive Force. Yes, Sappers are good. They make you take dangerous terrain tests within their command range, which can be quite nasty. So definitely something that can catch a Cathay player out. I have fallen foul of it. 21 Thunderers, Expeditionary Marksmen, that's good. Standard Bear, Handguns, 16 Rangers with a Standard Bear, Rune of Battle, 2 Scout Gyros, Cannon, 2 Scout Gyros, wow. 3 Cannons, 6 Gyros, Rangers, Thunderers, lots of decent characters. Everything shoots. Yeah, it's quite a nasty list, actually. I think he can do quite well against Cathay, actually, come to think about it. I don't know. Not enough experience with it, to be 100% honest. I'm just guessing at this stage. But I like it. So, good luck, Daniel. Next one. Jacob Etherington. Eltherington. That sounds like an elven name. But he is, in fact, playing Dwarves. He's got Burlock as well. We've got 2 Dwarf Engineer Sappers. One with Rune of Calm, one with Rune of Passage. Gunthane with the usual Rune of... Yeah, I mean... he's on Shield Bearers as well. This is interesting. I don't usually see that. Dwarf Warriors, 17 of them. All the usual stuff. Rune of Courage. Rangers, 16 of them. All the usual stuff. A Scout Gyro, 15 Thunderers with full command. 3 Cannons. Oof. Now this I quite like. It's got function over form. Essentially, these are move and shoot cannons. This will catch some people out. People are not used to seeing war machines that can run or flee a charge, rally, move, and then shoot you. That is quite a nasty combination. And he's spent a bit of points on them for some decent runes as well. Rune of Forging, Rune of Reloading, and Rune of Forging. And another Rune of Forging as well. 2 single gyrocopters and an organ gun. Yeah, this is quite a mobile list. Deceptively so. 1, 2, 3, 4 gyros, 3 cannons, an organ gun, thunderers, rangers, and warriors, and sappers. Yeah, this actually could do some damage. Yeah, this could really do some damage to Cathay, actually. I don't hate it. I think you could catch a Cathay player out. And I hope you do. Good luck. Right, next one. Lorenzo D'Amico. D'Amico? Hope so. Burlock again. Wow, Burlocks are everywhere, I guess. Expeditionary Force must be an auto take. There's more Burlocks than Green Knights. Wonder what that says. Dwarf Engineer, Heavy Armor, Rune of Concussive Force. That's the stupidity one. Expeditionary Marksman, Dwarf Sapper, Runesmith with Master Rune of Balance, Rune of Passage, a Thane, a Gunthane, a Thane, a BSB one. Yeah, Rune of Courage, Rune of Battle. Cool. Lots of characters. Maxed out characters? No, not quite. About 800 points. Wow, that's a lot of core. Dwarf Warriors, 14 of them, full command. We have another unit of 14, full command. 2 Scout Gyros, a unit of 23 Thunderers with full command. 2 cannons and a Grudge Thrower, and the cannons have function over form for move and shoot as well. Yeah, solid shooting army. Yeah, again, lots of sappers, lots of dangerous terrain tests, lots of shooting coming at you, stupidity, lots of nasty, nasty things that nobody really wants to face. So a surprisingly spiky dwarven list. Good luck, Lorenzo. I think this will do quite well. Tom Bradley. Now, Tom has brought another Expeditionary Force, another Burlock Davidson. This is starting to sound like a broken record. Another Burlock, another Thane with 3 Runes of Fury. That's something different. Don't know what it does, but it's there. An Engineer Sapper, a Runesmith, just on his own. No, another Runesmith. I guess it's just for the additional MR and AP, is it? And Gunthane with BSB. Okay. Alright, interesting. Okay, a lot of characters. Lots of cheap ones as well. Good for challenging stuff out, I guess. 18 Rangers, full command, Rune of Battle. 18 Rangers, full command, Rune of Courage. 2 Scout Gyros, cannon, function over form. Moving and shooting cannons. Yeah, quite nasty. Very, very mobile lists, these Expeditionary Force. Surprisingly so. If you think that dwarves are a static army, not the Expeditionary Force. Very much not. So, yeah, interesting. Andam Kunis has brought Royal Clan. Okay, so what have we got? A king, shield bearers, rune of cleaving, rune of might, rune of shielding. Ugh, that sounds horrendous. Wouldn't fancy going into that. Runesmith, battle standard. Oh, Master Rune of Stromney Redbeard. I have not seen that. 2 runes of spell breaking, 2 runes of stone. Interesting. And a Thane, who is the Gunthane. Rune of Stone as well, though. Okay, cool. 20 Longbeards with Rune of Battle, Rune of Hesitation, 13 Quarrelers with full command. A Dwarf Cart, nice. A Grudge Thrower, a Bolt Thrower, 18 Hammerers, which is nice, full command, Rune of Battle. 7 Rangers and 7 Rangers with full command. Now, I wonder what those 7 Rangers are for. I mean, I know they scout or ambush or whatever. Why aren't... I guess they're a unit of 7. You could kill a... Yeah, I guess you could kill a undefended baggage train. I guess that's probably what they are. But therefore... But no cannons, no... Yeah, no grudge... there's a grudge thrower and a bolt thrower, but there's, there's not a huge amount of shooting in this. It's more of a combat list, and again, fairly fast as well. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Let's see. Another Royal Clan list. This one is Greg Jones. Greg has brought a king, shield bearers, master, rune of Gromroll, rune of preservation, rune of the furnace, rune of passage, rune of fury. I don't know what any of these do. I am terrible at dwarves. In my book, they just die. Sorry. So next we have Thane, Master Rune of Bursting Fleet, Gunthane, Runesmith, Battle Standard, no Super Banner, no Rune of Grungy. Interesting. Another Runesmith, Master Rune of Calm. Master Rune of Calm, I believe, is the ward save bound level 2 or something. It's essentially sort of like Drain Magic, which the dwarves have just copied. Evil little stunties. 17 Royal Clan Warriors, full command. 17 Longbeards, full command. 14 Hammerers, Standard Bearer, Rune of... Oh, that's got the Master Rune of Grungy. I didn't know the Hammerers could have that. Okay. It seems like no dwarf leaves their hold without the Master Rune of Grungy. They seem to be printing them like in a sweatshop. We have a Grudge Thrower, a Dwarf Cart, and Iron Drakes. Which is interesting. Drake Gun with Cinder Blast Bombs. No torpedoes anymore. Seems to have died since 1.5 has come out. I know they've been nerfed. It's just interesting to see that some staple item that was in almost every dwarf list is no longer in existence. So, okay, cool. A bit of moving, a bit of shooting, nasty combat power, quite defensive. Yeah. I wonder if it might be a little bit slow though. So anything with a bit of mobility, like balloons, might just swarm you a little bit there. But it looks, yeah, looks like a dwarf list. Short and sweet. Next one, we have Empire. So the first Empire that we have is a list by Adam Buchanan. City-State of Nuln. I'm guessing a lot of shooting. I mean, that's why you take Nuln, right? General of the Empire, light armor, shield. Imperial Griffin, the white cloak, twice blessed armor. I was wrong. This is not a complete shooting list. I mean, I haven't read the rest of it. But hats off for taking an Imperial Griffin. Yeah, definitely. Witch Hunter... Witch Hunter the Demon, Empire Warhorse, Squintoffen's, yeah, Magnifier, yep. Empire Engineer on foot, Master Mage level 1, on a horse with Magnifier Demonology. Alright, so here we go. Where are the shooters? 36 Nuln, Veteran State Troops, Halberds, Shield, Full Command, Griffin Standard for the combat res. Oh, that's going to be horrendous. And they have a little gang of State Missile Troops beside them with handguns. Nasty. 8 Outriders with a sharpshooter and blunderbuss. 8 Outriders with blunderbuss. I'm guessing the Master Mage and the Witch Hunter will be going in those. 4 Great Cannons. I take back what I said about this is not a shooty list. This is 100% a shooty list. And just to tie everything off, there's a Hellblaster volley gun. You know, for fun. Wait, it can Vanguard? That's interesting. I did not know it could do that. I have never seen it do that. Okay. 4 cannons, a Hellblaster, 2 units of Outriders, and an Imperial Griffin. Can it take on Cathay? 4 cannons will kill a balloon, if you get it all off, which it probably won't. It'll certainly kill a balloon over several rounds, and then you have a Hellblaster to sort of keep that safe. Outriders. Yeah, this is actually quite a good, interesting list. I like this, Adam. I think I'm keen to see how this does. Is it my favorite Empire list? Well, it is so far. So let's see who else is on the roster. Now, Andrew Simmons has brought an Averland list, apparently. So we have a General of the Empire on Griffin. Nice, white cloak. Okay, what is with all these Empire Griffins? Captain of the Empire with BSB, Icon of More. He's got pistols. He's on foot. We have a Wizard Lord, level 3, on foot. Lore Familiar, Elementalism. Is this a TMP or is this going to be a Plague of Rust type spell? Lector of Sigmar. Interesting. Barded Warhorse, twice blessed armor. Nice. Emperor Engineer, Repeater. Emperor Engineer, Repeater. 28 veteran state troops, full command with a Griffin standard. Witch Hunter's Ward. Fuck knows what that does. 6 Empire Knights with a champion. Yeah, full command. 12 Empire Archers. Cannon, Steam Tank, Hellblaster. Okay. Quite shooty. I mean, it's got enough. It's got 3 cannons, essentially. Yeah, this is quite nice. This could take on a Cathay list. I'm actually surprised how many people... No, I'm not surprised how many people teched into Cathay, but, like, I'm surprised at the level of some of these. So, yeah, I think this definitely has some play. Let's have a look and see what we have next. Andy Dalton, the Warhammer Wizard himself. Now, this is going to be good. Watch this. So, the list is called Shenanigans, and Shenanigans Horses. Andy has brought the Grandmaster Flashheart. Woof! Hand weapon, shield, general, Order of the Blazing Sun, a warhorse, Laurels of Victory, the white cloak, and twice blessed armor. Nice. Damsel Jam Vanderdam, a wizard lord, level 3 warhorse, twin-tailed wand, wizard staff, demonology. Nice. Lucretia Belladonna, another wizard lord, level 3 on a horse, ruby ring, wizard's familiar, lore familiar, and battle magic. Interesting. Battle magic and demonology. Okay. We have a Priest of Ulrich, the tax collector. He has shield, heavy armor on a horse. The worst BSB in the game. Captain of the Empire. All right. On a horse, BSB, Dragon Bow. Witch Hunter Ward, Charm Shield. Is he that bad, Andy? I mean, Dragon Bow's good. And And yeah, you have a decent armor save. I don't know. I think it can get worse. Core units, 28 veteran troops, full command with a Griffin standard for all that combat res, 9 Empire Knights, full command war banner, lots, Order of the Blazing Sun as well. I've never seen that before. 16 state troops, nice. Free Company Militia detachment, a great cannon, 4 Empire Road Warrants, and 4 Outriders with lots of tasty, tasty treats. And there's a backstory. Are you ready? Nope, no rare. Yep, only 1 cannon. You can stop reading here if you like. Oh well, since you asked, it's roughly themed on Marienburg, hence the nautical imagery and stuff on the banners. I really like the Renaissance Amsterdam references in the Marienburg lore. Port cities give lots of opportunities for the inclusion of units or models from further afield to add some visual variety to the army. In this list, the infantry represent the militia raised and paid for by the wealthy merchants of the city, the wizards. The Outriders, Cannon, and Road Wardens represent the customs and excise troops that patrol the Lower Reich to ensure proper taxes are paid to the city, and the Knights are there because I wanted Knights. Let's pretend that the Knights are helping out in order to maintain the tax exemption status of their chapter house. So far, I've had mixed results on the tabletop with this list. I'm enjoying using it, though, and hopefully you'll enjoy playing against it. Good luck! Wonderful, a nice little note. I love these little notes that people are adding. So, yeah, Andy, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this does, and just how much, and to hear the stories that you have, because I think it's going to be a really good event with you there. So, good luck, Andy. Now, we have another Empire list by Chris Fairholm. Chris has brought a Wizard Lord, level 3, Power Scroll, or Familiar, Demonology, Priest of Sigmar, on a horse, Silver Horn, Charm Shield, Priest of Ulrich, on a horse, yep, fair enough. We've got another Priest of Ulrich, on a horse, Empire Engineer, 14 Empire Archers, 14 Knights of the White Wolf, full command, the Gleaming Pennant, 25 Teutonian Guard. Now, they are pricey, but I hear they're good. Wolf Hammers, Guardians of the Temple. Yeah, full command, Grey Cannon, Mortar. Okay, so, and, sorry, there's 2 Hellblaster volley guns to finish off the list. Wow, okay, quite a shooty list. But I think these Teutonian Guard are meant to be quite good in combat. I've not seen them, I'm afraid. So I don't really know what they do. But I think the Priest of Ulrich give you multiple wounds or something, or... Yeah, I'm actually expecting this to do okay. Can I take on Cathay? Unlikely. Although 2 Hellblasters, 2 Great Cannons is definitely, a problem. So yeah, good luck, Chris. We'll see how you go. Jack Humphreys, we have Court of Beschafel. This is another Empire list. Prince Dietrich von Hoffmann of the Reichswelle. He has light armor, shield, general, Griffin. Another Griffin. 3rd bloody Griffin. You guys are crazy. Twice blessed armor, white cloak. Nice. We have Pavel von Kansterstig. Katzenstig. Katzen as in cat. Stig. I don't know what Stig means. Stick? No. Cat on a stick? Pavel of Cat on a Stick. He's a Wizard Lord. He has level 3 Lore Familiar Battle Magic. That's him. Rezalon the Golden, Master Mage, level 1 on a horse, Wizard Staff, Demonology. Okay, cool. Veteran State Troops, full command, Griffin Standard, 20 Veteran State Troops, full command, 3 Demigriffs. You don't really see Demigriffs very often. There are also Demigriff Knights of Moor, which I think is extra that you have to pay for. He also has the Icon of Moor. This seems like quite a fluffy list. 7 Outriders, Sharpshooter, yeah, Repeater Handguns, 5 Empire Road Wardens, Vanguard, Faint Flight, Captain, a Great Cannon, a Steam Tank, and Knallen, the Doomseeker. Wow, this feels like a really nice fluffy list, I'll be honest. Rune of Speed, Rune of Cleaving. I bet you Jack has got a really nicely painted themed army. This reeks of like 6th edition, really short dwarves, metal models type. I can already picture the Goblin Green bases. I hope I'm right. We'll have a look and see. But yeah, nice list. I like it. Okay. Owen Davies has brought more Empire. Too many toys, not enough boys. General of the Empire on a warhorse. Should have brought a griffin, mate, like the rest of them. Marvelous Magnifier, Dragon Bow, Ring of Tal. Very shitty. Master Mage, level 2, on a horse, Lore Familiar, Power Scroll, Battle Magic. Captain of the Empire, BSB, Gleaming Pennant, on a horse. Von Trick Shots of Wondrous Arquebus. Actually, I've never even heard of that item. Nice. Priest of Sigmar, on a horse. Magnifier, Witch Hunter, Magnifier. I can imagine the amount of shooting this list already has. Master Mage, level 2. Wizard's Familiar, Shroud of Iron. Interesting. Battle Magic. 12 non-state troops. With, yep, full command. 10 Outriders. 10 Outriders. 10 Outriders. 3 Great Cannons and 5 Road Wardens. So unless I'm wrong, 1 Magnifier, 2 Magnifier, 3 Magnifiers. So they'll be going into the Outriders probably. And the Road Wardens, yeah, this is a really shooty list. You probably could take a balloon down with this. I don't know if you can take 3 down, but you can certainly take 1 down. I think that could be quite nasty. So yeah, well done, Owens. I like it. Okay, so let's have a look and see. This is another another Empire. Is this a Nuln list? It feels like a Nuln list. Yeah, I think it is a Nuln list. Thomas Brown. Tom Blink 182 or 8-2 as an 18-2. Nice, I like it. City State of Nuln. He has an engineer, great general of the Empire on a Griffin. Griffin, is that 5th Griffin? Amazing. I'm loving all these Griffins. This is great. Master Mage, Empire Warhorse, level 1 Battle Magic, Wizard's Familiar. Witch Hunter with the Magnifier, Suffer Not the Witch. Witch Hunter with the Magnifier, Suffer Not the Demon, both on horses. 30 non-state troops. 10 Outriders, 3 Cannons, Empire Steam Tank. It's quite shooty, these Nuln lists, funnily enough. Yeah, I think this could give Cathay some pause. Yeah, certainly quite a shooty list. Certainly has a bit of play into it. So I'll be interested to see how he gets on. Which I've said a lot about a lot of people I appreciate, but you know, I am interested to see how these lists get on. These are all great ideas. Right, who's next? Alex Lay, what did you bring? High Owls. Okay, so we're into the realm of the High Owls of the various flavors. Love High Owls. Highly, highly pleased that there are so many of them here. So let's have a little look and see what they've brought. So this one is Prince on a Star Dragon with the triple save. Yep. Archmage, level 3, double power scroll, silvery wand for extra spell, Sea Guard, elementalism, yeah, fair enough, on foot. Noble, banner of confidence. Interesting. On foot, Reaver Bow, are you going to one big shooter unit? Handmaiden, Bow of Avalorn, Bow the Seafarer, nice. Best place for the Bow the Seafarer to be is on the Handmaiden. Best ballistic skill in the High Elves, and she has Arrows of Isha, so like a 6 to wound from this basically goes through all armor. That is modifiable. So yeah, decent selection of characters maxed out. Not quite, 7 points left, but yeah, not bad. Core units, we have 24 Lothern Sea Guard, full command Razor Banner, 5 Reavers, both the Rings of Fury, which will be interesting. Yeah, I quite like this. 2 Bolt Throwers and 14 Sisters with the Lore Master's Cloak. Okay, cool. So a very shooty list because all the Reavers have got short bows. In fact, am I right in saying every single model has a shooting ability? Noble has a Reaver bow. Archmage has a Sea Guard, which means he has a War bow, and the Prince. Yeah, so every single model in this High Elf list is a shooting model. Great. It's nice. I like it. I struggle to see High Elves compete at a higher level, I'll be 100% honest. But you have a dragon, that's scary. You've got a lot of shooting, that's also quite scary. And, you know, you've got a bit of punchy units in case. If you get the luck, it would be, you know, it'd be quite decent. So this will be a good game. Alex, well done. I like it. I hope you do really well. Ali Gabriel has also brought High Elves. We've got Archmage, level 3 on a Moon Dragon. Interesting. With a 5-up ward, 5-up regen. Battle Magic, Opal Amulet, of course, yes, Lore Familiar. So you're picking your battle spells. Interested to see what you'll pick there. High Elf Prince on a Star Dragon, double dragon list. I like it, Okay. Star Dragon, Armor of Calidor, Opal Amulet, Seed of Rebirth. Yeah, so triple save Star Dragon. What weapon did you go with? just a hand weapon. Fair enough. You did have 13 points left. You probably could have fit in a magic weapon onto their crappy magic weapon, but still, it means the ethereal stuff won't lock you down. So this is a Shrace. It does actually say Shrace of Spades or Crace of Spades. Interesting. 15 Thracian. I say Thracian Woodsman. That's what I usually say. Sorry if that's mispronounced. Great Blades, Warbows, Scouts, Standard Bearer. Nice. 10 Woodsmen, Great Blades, Warbow, Heavy Armor, Ambushers, Captain, full command. 20 White Lions, full command, Rampaging Banner. That's a good one for reroll charges. Good for an infantry unit that moves quite slow. 5 Sisters of Avalorn with a Ruby Ring. 7 Sisters with the Bow of the Seafarer. Yeah, decent craze list. Double Dragon. Decent core that can ambush and take objectives. A little bit of shooting. Yeah, I think this is quite nice. And actually, even against Cathay, I think you could probably draw a game because like those dragons are difficult to pin down. And then it's a nice list. I like it, Ali. Good, well done. Jack Negus, he has brought more High Elves Prince, Star Dragon, triple save, another Prince. Skycutter Prince, triple save as well. What weapon did you give him? A great weapon. Interesting. Stormweaver, level 3, on foot, lore familiar, elementalism. Okay. 27 Seaguard, MR1, Razor Banner, 15 Archers, Skycutter, 7 Sisters, Bow the Seafarer, double Eagles. Okay. Most broken thing in the game. Great Eagles. Joking. It seems a nice little mixed list. Bit of shooting, bit of combat, bit of magic. Yeah, could do okay. Let me know how you get on with those Great Eagles. I'd really like to know. Okay, another Thracian list. Mark Kirkham has brought an Archmage, level 4 high magic, Great Blade, lore familiar, cool. A Noble with a Thracian Great Blade, Battle Standard, Banner of Resilience, Toughness 4, nice, Dragon Helm. Okay, a Prince on a Star Dragon with a Great Weapon and triple save. This is nice. And an open army. Shit, I didn't even know you could fit that in. That's probably the type of build that I would take. That's a really decent build for a Star Dragon. So we have a Star Dragon, we have 2 Thracian type characters, one with toughness 4 for the whole unit. So 12 Thracian Woodsmen, Standard Bear, and Champion 12 with Standard Bear Champion. Both of them have bows. 19 White Lions with the War Banner. Okay, that is where the Archmage and Noble are going to go. Probably 7 wide, I'd imagine. 2 units of 8 Sisters of Avalorn, Ruby Ring, and Seafarer. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is pretty much as good as Thracian lists get. They're doing quite well. I reckon you could probably do more than 3 wins with this on Mark. You can maybe even do 4. You could actually be the best high elf with this list. So far, it's the one I've been most impressed with. So, good luck, Mark. Yeah, let me know how you get on. Tom Ford brought another Thracian list. We have Corhill. Nice. On a chariot? No, on foot. Okay. Archmage, level 1, level 3 with a Star Dragon. Okay. Triple save, high magic. Ooh. Yeah, this is interesting. So he's going for the ethereal, although he's only got 3 rolls on it. So, okay, fair enough. Good luck. Thracian Chieftain, BSB, Banner of Resilience. Oh, okay. Is he on foot? He must be. Yeah. Okay. Seed of Rebirth, Sacred Incense. That's -1 to hit and shooting. Okay. Seed of Rebirth is regen. So far, quite nice. And Corhill is his general. So he can go in the White Lion unit. Brought a unit of 28 White Lions. That is nice and chunky. I like that. War Banner. Full command. 14 Woodsmen. Bows, Vanguard on the second unit. 3 War Lions. I've not actually seen War Lions being used out in the wild. So quite interested to see what you do with that. And the Lion of Thrace. So very White Lion themed army. Fantastically White Lions. It smacks of a bit of a fluffy list, but to be honest, I like it. I think it works. It's very themed. And actually, I think it could do quite well against a very shooting meta because you have a lot of minuses to hit. You have toughness 4 on your White Lions. You got Core Hill in there. You've got a dragon. You don't have a lot of shooting, but it's got a decent element of survivability for an elf army. So yeah, I think you'll do okay with that. Good luck. I wish you luck with that. Okie dokie, we move from high elves to orcs and goblins. This one is Graham Gibbon brought an orcs and goblin list. And what has he brought? Black Orc, War Boss, Warboar. Interesting. Effigy of Mork, Trollhide Trousers. Orc Big Boss, Heavy Armor, BSB, Charm Shield, Spell, Eater Axe. Orc Weird Knob, Level 3, Warboar, Lore Familiar, Lodestone, Battle Magic. Nice. Night Goblin Odd Knob. Level 3, Wand of Jet for the casting bonus. I like it. Burning Blade, Illusion. Okay. 17 Black Orcs with all the trinkets, full command. Although it doesn't actually have the banners I would expect them to have. Interesting. That's because they're another unit. 13 Night Goblins with 3 Fanatics, 6 Goblin Wolf Riders, 6 Goblin Wolf Riders. These will be objective capturing ones. Probably ambushing, I think, as well. 10 Orc Boar Boys. Spears, Heavy Armor, Shields, Biggins. The Collar of Zorga. Nice. Full command. 2 single Goblin Wolf Chariots. 2 Doom Diver Catapults. And a Mangler Squig. This actually has potential to be quite nasty. I mean, the Boar Boys are good. And the Black Orc War Boss is obviously going in there. And the Orc Weird Knob is going in there to give them MR. They'll hit like a truck. Night Goblin Odd Knob will probably go into the Night Goblin Mob. And the Big Boss will probably go into the Orc Mob. So nice cavalry, nice big blocky type army. Yeah, I would love to fight this. This would be great. This would be great fun. Okay, good luck, Graham. Next one we have Lee Whiteley. Lee has brought more Orcs and Goblins. Black Orc War Boss on a Wyvern. Trollhide Trousers, Chanted Shield, the Choppiest Chopper. Yeah, so good standard Orc nonsense. Orc Weird Knob, level 3. Lore Familiar, Spell Eater Axe, Elementalism. Goblin Odd Knob, level 4. Giant Wolf. Ooh, Staff of Badoom. Oh man, love the Staff of Badoom. Really, really good unless you roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. A mark. Wa Magic on that one as well. So, Night Goblin, Big Boss, Giant Cave Squig, Wallopers, One Hit Wonder, Ruby Ring, Night Goblin, Big Boss, Battle Standard on foot. Okay, 15 Black Orcs, full command with a selection of great weapons and shields and bits and pieces. 30 Night Goblins, 3 Fanatics, 25 Night Goblins, 2 Fanatics, 5 Goblin Wolf Riders, 5 Goblin Wolf Riders, 7 Squig Hoppers, 7 Squig Hoppers, 2 Doom Divers. Okay, interesting. Bit of shooting, bit of nastiness, bit of zap, fair bit of magical defense. It's interesting, actually. I would like to see... I mean, you've got a bit of magic res, at least 1 or 2 magic res. I wonder how... I actually think... I wonder how this would do against Cathay. If you can catch them, maybe. Maybe. So, yeah, okay. Lee, yeah, good luck with this. I like it. I hope I get to play it. Matt Hinton has brought Black Orc Warboss. Great weapon, Wyvern, Troll High Trousers, Double Luck Stones, Talisman of Protection. Nice, very defensive. Goblin Odd Knob, level 4. Elementalism, Staff of Badoom. Love it. Night Goblin Odd Knob, level 3. Wa Magic, Idol of Mork. Very defensive so far. Orc Warboss, great weapon, Dead Hard Armor. Effigy of Mork. 18 Black Orcs with Stubborn. Lots and lots of cool stuff in there. 23 Night Goblins with 1 Fanatic. Or is it 2 Fanatics? I don't know about this formatting. At least 1 Fanatic, maybe 2. 23 Orc Mob with Warbows. Biggins, Standard Bearer, the Big Red Raggedy Flag. Orc Mob with Warbows. Oh, maybe he's got some secret tech I'm not sure about. 12 Orc Mobs, Skirmishers, couple of Snotling Mobs. Not seen them for a while. 5 Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, Doom Diver, Doom Diver. Okay. It feels like quite a defensive list. Doom Divers Reach Out. Yeah, it's interesting. Not got enough Fanatics for my liking. I like 7+ Fanatics I think it's quite good. I wonder if any of the Orcs and Goblins have brought that. Let's have a little look. Peter Burmis has brought more Orcs and Goblins. This one is led by a Night Goblin Oddnob, level 4 on foot, glowy green amulet, Idol of Gork, Wa Magic. He is supported by another Goblin Oddnob, level 3 on foot, Ruby Ring, Idol of Mork, Wa Magic. Another Goblin, is this an old Goblin army? I think it might be. Another Goblin Oddnob, level 3, Staff of Badoom, Wa Magic. Another Goblin Big Boss. Shield, Battle Standard, the Spider Banner, nice, on foot with Trollhide Trousers. Okay, this sounds like a Night Goblin army. This sounds great. Peter, I like it so far. 39 Night Goblins, that's a big, chunky unit of Night Goblins, at least by 1.5 standards. Full command, the Big Red Raggedy Flag. Why? Okay, plus one weapon skill, I guess. 3 Fanatics. Another 30 Night Goblins with 3 Fanatics. Another 30 Night Goblins with 3 Fanatics. Yes. Oh, he's actually done more. He's got another unit of 20 Night Goblins with 2 Fanatics. This is 11 Fanatics. This is my level of Fanatics. I like it. I like it, Peter. Yeah, cool. Very themed. Goblin Bolt Thrower, Goblin Rock Clobber, another Rock Clobber, a Doom Diver, a Doom Diver. Okay. Yeah, I actually really quite like this. This is a themed list. It's all Night Goblins. And War Machines. It can do quite a bit of damage. It's fairly defensive against magic. I actually think this would give Brian's list, Cathay list, a run for its money because it has decent magical defense. It has a shit ton of Fanatics. It could do quite a bit of damage to a balloon or two. So I like it. Yeah, I like it. I hope I don't face it because actually, I don't know. Actually, maybe it would be really good fun. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good luck, Peter. Okay, now there's a hero amongst us, and it is Simon F. F for fun. Simon has brought a troll horde. Nice. So what have you got in this troll horde? You have Orc Warboss on a Wyvern, Trollhide Trousers, Talisman of Protection, Sword of Might. Good selection. Nice. Odgraz, nice. So he has lore from, yeah, I mean, he has what he has, level 3, lore familiar, troll magic, a troll hag, who has all the usual stuff, level 1, effigy of Mork, troll magic, I like it. Odgraz is your general. Does he always have to be a general? I like it though, that's a good selection for general actually. 6 river trolls with great weapons, 6 stone trolls with great weapons, 6 common trolls with great weapons, 30 orc mob, wow, brilliant, and 20 orc mob. Ah, this is a fantastic list. This is super themed. I don't know you, Simon. I don't know your lists, but looking at it, it looks like so much fun to play. I think, I wonder if this sounds like a very fluffy list, a very themed list. I wonder if it's going to be one of these really well, nicely painted orc troll lists. I hope it is. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person. I think this is going to be a really fun list to play. I hope I come up against it. And not just because, you know, like in terms of Cathay, I think you'll really struggle, unfortunately. But I think we could have a really good fun game if that would be the case. So I hope our paths cross. So good luck, Simon. All the very best. Okay, so let's see how we get on with the world of Tomb Kings. Always a good contender, so Tomb King should be quite a good one. So what do we have here? We've got a list brought by AJ Barr. He's brought a Tomb King on the Bone Dragon, Biting Blade, Talisman of Protection, Armor of Ages. Very solid Tomb King build on a dragon. We then have a High Priest, a Lore Familiar, Cloak of Dunes. Oh, interesting. Necromancy. Okay, if I'm right, I think that means he sort of flies around a little bit, which gives him more mobility. Really, really good. 25 Skelly Warriors, 25 Skelly Warriors, 25 Skelly Warriors, 12 Skelly Skirmishers, 13 Skelly Skirmishers. Wow, that's a lot of drops. 5 Skelly Skirmishers, 5 Skelly Horse Archers, 3 Ushabti, Necrosphinx, Casket. Okay, interesting list. Essentially a dragon, some skeletons, double casket, and a Necrosphinx. Not enough Ushabti for my liking. I think more is scarier for the likes of Cathay. So we'll see how he gets on. Next one, we've got Ben Harper. Has got Tomb King on a Bone Dragon, Armor of Ages, 5-up Ward, Sword of Might. Another Tomb King on a Bone Dragon, Armor of Destiny. Nice. Giant Blade. Ooh, nasty. That'll be the one fighting the dragons then. A Mortuary Priest, level 1, Hierophant. So this must be, yeah, Illusion. Interesting, okay. Horse archers, 7 and 8 horse archers, 31 skelly warriors with a mirage banner. Interesting. 10 skelly skirmishers, 15 skelly skirmishers, tomb scorpion, 2 carrion, and double necrosphinx. Double dragon, double necrosphinx, very fighty list. I think it's a very level 1 sort of list. I think it might struggle against a sort of a hyper shooting, 4 or 5 cannon sort of armies that are out there. So, but it could still surprise a few people who can't deal with it. So yeah, I think it'll do well against some, but I think it'll start struggle once it reaches those cannon lists. Next one we have Darren Spalls. He has brought us a Tomb King on a Bone Dragon, Armor of Ages, Biting Blade, 5 ward, pretty standard. High Priest, level 3, on foot, with a Splint, Orb of Petra, nice. Tablets of Tahoth, and Necromancy. Oh, interesting, I'm not sure what the tablet does. Mortuary Priest, level 1, Staff of Awakening and Necromancy, Tomb Prince, on foot, Armor, Meteoric Iron, Giant Blade. I'm guessing it goes into a big unit of, yeah, there we go, Tomb Guard. 23 Tomb Guard, the Phalanx, oh, Jesus, Banner of the Desert Winds. Yeah, that's going to be quite a tough nut to break. 20 Skeleton Archers, 20 Skeleton Archers, 5 Horse Archers, 5 Horse Archers, Scorpion, 3 Carrion, and a Colossus. Wow. I think I've only ever seen a Necrolis Colossus once, and so it's really good to see that it's been brought to this one. It's a very fighty list. I guess if you don't fight it, it doesn't do much else. So yeah, not one I think a lot of Cathayan players and other mobile armies would be too scared of, but I will see how he does. Michael Kubacki. Michael has brought another list with, yeah, the usual Tomb King on a Bone Dragon with all the stuff. Hype, although no magic weapon. Great weapon instead. High Priest with level 4, Elementalism, Royal Herald, BSB on foot, Ruby Ring, Mortuary Priest level 2, Lore Familiar, Elementalism. 35 Skeleton Archers, that's a big chunky unit. Another 35, wow, 2 big chunky units. 7 Horse Archers, 13 Skeleton Skirmishers. Okay, 2, oh, here we go. 5 Ushabti, 5 Ushabti, Casket of Souls. Okay, we're starting to get into the decent levels of Ushabti. 10 is okay. You could probably kill a balloon over the course of a game, so not too bad. Lots of characters, a dragon. Yeah, I think it's interesting. It might win against some lists, but again, I think it'd struggle against the likes of Brian's multi-magic missile type list, or even the other two Cathay lists. But against the rest, yeah, you could do quite well there. Richard Halen has brought a Tomb King list with a High Priest, a level 4 Necromancy Power Scroll, Lore Familiar, Ruby Ring of Ruin, a Necrotect, Light Armor Whip, Royal Herald, Battle Standard, Great Weapon, Tomb King, Great Weapon, Armor of Ages, Potion of Toughness, Talisman of Protection, Bone Dragon, God, you really don't want this guy to die, Tomb Prince, Light Armor, Great Weapon, Wizarding Hat. Oh, okay. What's the plan with that Tomb Prince? I'm quite curious, actually. I think it's quite cool. Sepulchral Stalkers, 3 of them. Skeleton Skirmishers, 5 of them. 27 Skeleton Warriors, 22 Skeleton Warriors, Tomb Scorpion, Double Casket, and a Screaming Skull. Okay, so I guess you make stuff go run away. And then you have lots and lots of skeletons and a bit of fighty stuff. Okay, interesting. Not terrifying. Interesting. Okay, Tom Wakefield. All right, Tom. Impress me. What have you got? You have a Tomb King, Bone Dragon, Fire Ward, Sword of Might. Okay, good so far. Another Tomb King, another Bone Dragon, Armor of Destiny, Sword of Might. Can you have 2 Sword of Mights? Is that a super common item? Maybe it is. If so, great loadout. Mortuary Priest, level 1, on foot illusion. Okay. 28 Skellies, full command, Banner of the Desert Wind, 7 Skelly Archers, 13 Skeleton Skirmishers, 13 Skeleton Skirmishers, Tomb Scorp, double Necrosphinx. Okay, cool. So basically we're looking for the Monster Mash list. Not a lot of magical defense, we'll struggle against multiple magic missiles, and lots and lots of cannons, unless you just rush it and hope for the best. So, good luck, Tom. Genuinely. Okie doke. Next we have George Getaroth. Now, George, I think, is one of these players that I did say might do quite well at this event. He's been doing fairly well at other events, and I think he's probably quite a good list writer as well. So let's have a look and see what he has. He has brought Mork Cult, High Priest, level 4, on foot, Flying Carpet, Talisman of Protection, Elementalism. Very mobile. Yes, you should be able to keep that one fairly safe, hiding behind units and stuff. Another High Priest level 3 on foot, Lord Familiar Illusion. Okay, cool. Pick all the good spells of Illusion. Nice. Mortuary Priest level 1, BSB, Mirage Banner, Elementalism. Okay, cool. I like it. Wow. Core unit, 10 Ushabti. Fantastic. 28 Skellies, Icon of the Sacred Eye. Nice. Another 5 Ushabti. Another 5 Ushabti. 20 Ushabti. Yeah. This is decent. Tomb Scorpion, Casket of Souls. Okay. Necrosphinx would have been quite nice, but I guess maybe, I mean, Casket is good. Casket is definitely good. So, yeah, this is nice. This is a solid list. 20 Ushabti is definitely teching into balloons. Yeah, George knows he's been... I think George and Malik might be pals. So I think they've obviously been talking to each other because this is the type of list that I would hate to go up against if I was Cathay. So... can this beat Cathay? Yes. Yes, I think it can. As ever, it depends on luck. But this has the right tools. So, yeah, I think this could be possibly a top 5 list. I do like it so far. Let's have a look and see what else we have. Ross Cooper has brought more Tomb Kings. He's named them too. Nice. High Priest, Henkamenukep. Level 4, Hierophant, Bone Dragon, Ruby Ring, Staff of Eons, Talisman of Protection, Earthen Rod, Illusion. Okay, nice. High Priest, Khalida, Nefer. Nice, Khalida. Level 3, Lord Familiar, Elementalism, Mortuary Priest, Hat. Hat? I don't know. I'm really mispronouncing these, apologies. Herald of Khalida. Level 2, Wizard, Battle Standard, Elementalism. Nice. 9 Ushabti, solid. Legion of Fact, as in your fact, if you come up against this. Great bows, of course. 7 Skeleton Horse Archers, Runners of Situneb. 13 Skelly Skirmishers, Legion of the Asp. 12 Skeleton Skirmishers, Legion of the Asp. Oh, they're just an offshoot of the Legion. Legion of the Asp 2.0. Tomb Scorp, Sarcophagus of Meshep. Tomb Scorp, Sarcophagus of Nemto. And 6 more Ushabti, Guardians of the Alabaster Tower. And a Casket of Souls to tie us off. So 6 Ushabti plus 9 Ushabti, 15 Ushabti is a solid start. Yes, I like it. Lots of drops, Casket of Souls, Tomb Scorpion, and a dragon. This is another solid list. This is a really nice solid list. I mean, 20 Ushabti is better, but you do have a dragon. So actually, yeah, this could also be a top 10 list. Ross, decent solid list. I like it. Well done. Okay. Zibinu Michta. I hope that's somewhere roughly correct. Apologies if it's wrong. Mortuary Catapults, he says. Okay, so High Priest, Bone Dragon, Lore Familiar, Talisman of Protection, Burning Blade, Necromancy. Cool. High Priest level 3 on foot with Elementalism. Mortuary Priest level 1 BSB on the Elementalism. 7 Ushabti, 9 Skelly Archers, 8 Skelly Archers, Horse Archers, sorry. 8 Skeleton Horse Archers, 8 Skeleton Horse Archers. That's a lot of... actually quite tricky to get rid of skirmishers, so definitely going to be objective capturing those guys. Double Tomb Scorpion, double Caskets, double Screaming Skull. Wow, okay. This could be interesting. Where are your guys on foot going? You don't have any infantry. Horse Archers, Horse Archers, Horse Archers, Ushabti. You have 2 guys on foot, and they have no unit to go in or stand beside. They're going to get cannoned. But interesting. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, Chris Gatt. We're into the land of the Vampire Counts. So the first Vampire Count list we have has a Master Necromancer, level 4 on a Mortis. Scepter of Denoir, Talisman of Protection, Spell Familiar, Necromancy. Solid start. Yeah, solid start. Necromancer, level 3 General on foot, Skull Staff, Ruby Ring, Necromancy. Yeah, this is very solid. This guy's going to be hiding in a unit or beside a unit. White Lord, BSB, Helm of Commandment, Charm Shield, Tomb Banshee, 20 zombies, 26 Graveguard, Standard Bearer, yeah, Drakenhof Banner, another unit, 26 Graveguard, Standard of Hellish Vigor, and 6 Hex Wraiths. This is a solid VC build. Double Graveguard is really good for holding points, really decent for holding objectives. 26 is just on that cusp of very tricky to get rid of in one round. You need a bit of luck. You have zombies that are going to be larger units by the time they're in it. You've got 2 screams and a unit Hex Wraiths. Yeah, this is quite nice. This could do quite well. VC are just a solid army all round. So actually, Chris, this is a solid list. Well done. I can see you in the top 10 with this. Top 15, top 20 certainly. So good luck. All right, next one. JJ Robinson. He's got Master Necromancer, Mortis, level 4, Necromancy, Spell Familiar, Skull Staff, Talisman of Protection. It's pretty standard so far. Necromantic Acolyte. Was it level 2 Necromancy? Okay. A Strigoi Ghoul King. Cool. Dark Acolyte. Ogre Blade. Is he just on foot? Huh. A Banshee. A White Lord BSB with Helm of Commandment. 12 Crypt Ghouls. 25 Graveguard with the usual stuff. 20 Zombies. 5 Fellbats, Black Coach, and Hex Wraiths. A bit of a smattering. Not quite as good as Chris's list before, but I think overall fairly solid. And yeah, I kind of like it. Good luck, JJ. All right, Kieran Sayers, what have you brought? You have got a White Lord, Great Weapon, Heavy Armor, BSB War Banner on foot, Helm of Commandments. Okay, good so far. Tomb Banshee, Master Necromancer with Mortis Engine, usual stuff. Master Necromancer on foot, usual stuff. Power Scroll. 27 Graveguard. Ooh, with MR1. Ooh, that's nasty. 24 Zombies, 3 Fellbats, Black Coach, 7 Hex Wraiths. This is teching even more into Cathay. Cathay do not like ethereals. Hex Wraiths, Black Coach, 2 Banshees. Yeah, this could do quite well. Depending on how you play this one, Kieran. Yeah, this could do quite well. This is possibly another top 20 list, maybe better. 27 Graveguard is good. 27 Graveguard is really good. And you have the MR1 on them. Yeah, I think you're going to do well against the likes of Brian's Cathay list. And it's whether you can stomach all the cannons of the other 2 Cathay lists. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, looks good. Matthew Birch, what have you brought? You have a Cairn Wraith. Okay, good start. Master Necromancer, Scepter, Cloak of Mist and Shadows. I think that means he's flying. Vampire Count. Vampire Count? An actual vampire in a Vampire Count's army. Interesting. Shield, Heavy Armor, Dark Acolyte, Curse of the Revenant, Nightmare, Sword of Kings, Talisman of Protection. So he is on a horse. Have you got a big unit of horses to go in? Ooh, yes, you do. White Lord, Great Weapon, Shield, BSB, Banner of the Barrows, Accursed Armor. He's just on foot. Okay. 10 Direwolves, 23 Graveguard with War Banner. Interesting. 24 Skellies, 5 Blood Knights with MR1, Drakenhof Banner, and a Varghulf. This is great. You've got Vampire Count who's going to go into those Blood Knights. You've got Varghulf. You've got Graveguard. You've got a really nice select unit of options. There's not enough Screams, and Screams are really good, unfortunately. There's no Screams in this, in fact. But you have a Vampire Count. For that, well done, Matthew. Yeah, really well done. That's a really cool pick. I hope he does well for you. Okay, Michael Wills, what have you brought? You have brought Master Necromancer, Mortis Engine, all the usual stuff. Level 1 on a Mortis Engine, Crown of the Damned. Ooh, stupidity. On Leadership 8, good luck with that. White Lord, BSB, Helm of Commandment. Yep, Tomb Banshee. This is a pretty... used to be a fairly standard setup for Vampire Counts. A little bit less standard now, but yeah, seems decent. 32 Graveguard. Wow. Drakenhof Banner, Zombies. That is a solid bit of core. Really solid bit of core. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Double Terrorgeist. Okay, so it's a 6 Scream list. And those Graveguard are just going to sit on objectives and they're never going to go anywhere. And those zombies there. This is actually a really hard list to get points out of unless you kill the Necromancers. I guess the Terrorgeists are tricky to protect as well due to the large base. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. This could do well. 6 Screams? I don't know. Putting your general on a large target, I get a bit twitchy about that. But who knows? Yeah, this could do well. Could it do well against Cathay? You have Screams. You have Solid Graveguard. Yeah, I think he could do well against Cathay, actually. Yeah, I think he could do well against Cathay. Maybe Malik's triple cannon list is going to cause you some issues, but other than that, I think yeah, against my list, yeah, against Brian's, I think he'll do all right. We'll see how it goes. Good luck, Michael. Okay, Pip. Hey, Pip's list. Okay, so Pip has got Standard Master Necromancer with Mortis Engine. He has a vampire count. Oh, Pip, come on, man. That is really good. Like, what's with all these people bringing vampire counts? You never see any. Now you see two. He is also on a Nightmare, Lore Familiar, Sword of Kings, Master of the Black Arts, Illusion, Tomb Banshee, a White Lord on foot, probably going in Graveguard. Yep. Zombies, Crypt Ghouls, Graveguard. Only 24 Graveguard, slightly on a smaller side, with the Drakenhof banner. Blood Knights, with no special banner. Hex Wraiths, probably because you're short on points. Yeah, you are short on points. Hex Wraiths are good. Blood Knights are great. Graveguard are there. You have a vampire count, so no double Necromancer. But a really cool army. Pip's a great player. I think Pip could probably take a list to a top 10, to be honest. So, yeah, watch out for Pip coming for you, because he'll be annoying on your bones. All right, Tom Gould. All right, Gould. All right, Tom, what have you brought? You have got Master Necromancer, Mortis Engine, Crown of the Damned. Oh, stupidity tests. These brave, brave people. Another Master Necromancer, Mortis Engine, Talisman of Protection on Dark Magic, the other one on Necromancy. White Lord with all the usual BSB, the usual stuff. Single Banshee, single Cairn Wraith. Interesting. 3 Screams so far. 30 Graveguard, solid. 23 Zombies. 7 Hex Wraith, 7 Hex Wraith. So this is obviously teching into Cathay. Yeah, definitely. So 1, 2, 3 Ethereals is good. 1, 2, 3 Screams is decent. 30 Graveguard is very good against Cathay. Yeah, this could do well. This could definitely be a top 10 list as well, Tom, if you can play it. Good luck, my man. All right, Adam. You're the first of our Chaos warriors. So what have we got? Chaos Lord, on a steed, Undivided, Ogre Blade, Double Favor, Enchanting Aura. Cool. I'm very much a fan of the Chaos Steed Ogre Blade guy. So far, so good. Sorcerer Lord, Mark of Tzeentch, Wizard level 3 on a steed, Demonology, Lore Familiar. Yes, I like all of that. Although with the Mark of Tzeentch, oh, there's 3 decent spells in Demonology. Yeah, you'll be fine. Sorcerer Lord, Chaos Chariot, Undivided, level 3 Dark Magic, Scepter of Power, and Favor of the Gods. Scepter of Power is a really cool item. I think as a double or something, you take a strength 10 hit, and if you're, I mean, it's actually all right. You can definitely survive a few hits from that. 8 Chaos Knights, Mark of Tzeentch, so that'll be where your level 3 Demonology guy goes, and where your Chaos Lord goes, probably. Yeah. Icon of Darkness for -1 to hit. 12 Chaos Warriors on foot. Champion Standard Bearer. 8 Chaos Marauders. Undivided Flail. 7 Marauders. Undivided Flail. Warpfire. Okay, cool. Warpfire is good. Chaos Knights, I would have liked a larger unit. I'm not sure what those 12 Chaos Warriors are doing for you, mate. I think I'd rather have had 6 Chaos Knights. Or actually, I would have rather just made a massive unit of Chaos Knights. But that's just me. I'm more of a Death Star type guy. Yep, looks solid, Adam. Honestly, wish you luck. It's a very similar list to what I've been running previously, so I hope you do well with it. Andrew Hopper has brought Chaos Lord on a dragon, Double Favor, no mark, and Sorcerer Lord level 4 on foot with a puppet. Nice. Mark of Tzeentch on Dark Magic. Okay. With the spell familiar. Exalted Sorcerer level 1 on foot, Demonology. Mark of Tzeentch. Going for the zappiness there. Oh, Exalted Sorcerer, Tzeentch level 1 Demonology. I think you're just going to go and zap things, but if you were going to do that, I would have taken the +1, the +1 to cast item rather than the Infernal Puppet. Then you would have been casting with, you know, +2 for your level of Tzeentch and your item. But Infernal Puppet is decent on foot, though. You're never going to get in range of people there, Andrew. All right, good luck. 15 Chaos Warriors, yes. Actually, hold on. You've got Dark Magic, so yeah, I don't know. Okay, good luck. 15 Chaos Warriors, Marcus Inch, so that's where all the Foot Wizards are going. Standard Bearer, War Banner, Forsaken, Chaos Hounds, Dragon Ogres, Shartak, Double Spawn. Spawn of Corn. It's the weaker spawn, unfortunately. Killing Blow is nice, but just 5-up armor save is just so rough. I don't recommend it. I think this is a very first edition type list. So it could just be what Andrew had available. In fact, it's very level 1. But yeah, that's fine. It's cool. It's a nice fluffy sort of list. Yeah, I hope it does well for you. Okay, David Napier, what have you got? You have a Chaos Lord on a Dragon, Mark of Nurgle. Cool. And a Favor. Good. And a Halberd. Bang on 500 points. The most expensive Lord that you can have. Sorcerer Lord. Marcus Inch, level 4. Demonic Mount. Rod of the Damned. That's the Demonology bound item. Demonology signature spell bound item. That's quite good. Sort of like a Ruby Ring, but more expensive. You've got the Puppet, which on a mount is not too bad because you can actually get within range of people. Dark Magic. Okay. Aspiring Champion BSB? No, just a foot guy. On foot, Favor of the Gods, Enchanting Aura. I guess you have an Enchanting Aura. Okay. 20 Chaos Warriors. Undivided. Okay, that'll be where the Aspiring Champion's going. 7 Chaos Knights with a Brazen Collar. Yes, love it. 5 Hounds. You're actually... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've upgraded it. And 3 Dragon Ogres. Again, a very first edition type list. Although with Chaos Warriors, granted. I'll be impressed if you get more than 2 wins and a draw with that one. But good luck, David. It is fun. It should be decent. You have a Chaos Dragon. Can't be that bad. Richard Swallow. He has brought Chaos Lord on a Dragon. Marcus Inch. Yes. Gives you MR1. Nice. Favor of the Gods. Also good. And a Flail. Good. Solid pick. 500 points. Boom. Sorcerer Lord. Marcus Inch. Demonic Mount. Favor. Lore Familiar. Ruby Ring. Dark Magic. Marcus Inch. Okay. Nice. I like it. Another Aspiring Champion. What's with all these Aspiring Champions? Maybe I'm missing a tech here. Mark of Tzeentch, Demonic Mount, Favor of the Gods. Okay, have you got a nice big chunky unit to chuck those 2 guys in? Chaos Warriors, Chaos Knights, yeah. So they're going in the Chaos Knight unit, probably. Yeah, because they're Marcus Tzeentch, full command. You got 15 Chaos Warriors with Marcus Tzeentch. Everything's Marcus Tzeentch. Is this a fluffy list? So far, everything is Marcus Tzeentch. 4 Dragon Ogres. 6 Chosen Chaos Knights with Mark of Tzeentch. Nice. So, everything has MR1 or is a Dragon Ogre, which has word save against magic. So, really good against things that throw out magic missiles. Are you going to catch a balloon? I don't know. I doubt it, unfortunately. But you've got Magic Res. I like it. So, yeah, I think you survive without losing too much, hopefully. Okay, so now we go into Wolves of the Sea, and there's only one player that's brought that, and it is the Doctor. Luke Blackshill has brought a Wolves of the Sea list called Up the Spout and Down the Pan. So he has named his characters. Fairfax and his mute rider, Chairman Eddie, is a Chaos Lord on a dragon. Undivided, double favors, great weapon. Cool, solid, nice. Miss Smitter, an Exalted Sorcerer, level 1 it must be. There's nothing, no power-ups. Favor of the Gods, Ruby Ring, Demonology on a Chariot. Cool, I like it. Andromeda de Sade, Exalted Sorcerer, level 1. Chaos Chariot, Rod of the Damned, Favor of the Gods. Okay, so you got 2 Chariot Sorcerers here. That's quite cool. And Chaos Dragon. Okay, so far, characters look solid. Leave it out. 6 Marauder Horsemen, Flails, Undivided. Wasp in My Pint, 5 Marauder Horsemen, Flails, Undivided. Razor Mick and Dirty Dick's Football Hooligans, 26 Chaos Marauders, Undivided, full command. Nice, shields. The Poop Scoop, Chaos Hounds, Come On My Son, 5 Chaos Hounds. Boys from Benidorm, the 10 Chaos Marauders with Flails, Skirmishers, Ambushers, nice. Special units, the Shoddy Brothers, 2 Skin Wolves, just 2. Okay. Cool, I like it. With a champion. Ashley, the chief salesman of Chingford Autos. Gigantic spawn with the Nurgle. Yep, like it. Satsuna, landlady of the Earl of Derby. Gigantic spawn of Nurgle. And Tony, where's the minibar? 1 Dragon Ogre Shartak. Okay, Luke won this event last year, so he clearly knows what he's doing. I have seen that he's been playing Wolves of the Sea, so I'm quite interested to see how this pans out. I think it's got interesting elements. Double Chariot, Dragon, lots of things to catch. Things that ambush. Yeah, it's got a lot of tech. Actually, I like it. I like it. I mean, looks a decent player. I reckon I'd put him in the top 10. Yeah, I think he might surprise us. I'm going to say he'll be 7th. Don't know why. Just thought it comes to me. So, good luck, Luke. Next one, Fraser Lowry. We enter the Wood Elf realms. Only 2 Wood Elf players at this event. Let's see what they've brought. So we have a Glade Lord on a Forest Dragon, Armor of Destiny, Biting Blade, True Flight Arrows, another Glade Lord on a double Dragon Wood Elves. Nice. Talisman of Protection, Armor of Meteoric Iron, a Resplendence of Luminescence, that's a mouthful, an Annoyance of Netlings, an Aspect of the Cat. Oh man, this is going to be a real tough one to grind through. That just locks down any sort of combat character. Hard to hit, hard to wound, hard to get through the armor. Yeah, that's going to be a really good one. Okay, great weapon. Yeah, fantastic, perfect. Yeah, I love it. 499. That's almost a perfect setup. No magic, at least not so far. So double Dragon Wood Elves, nice. 12 Glade Guard, Hagbane Tips. 12 Glade Guard, Hagbane Tips. 12 Deepwood Scouts with Arcane Bodkins, 11 Scouts with Bodkins, 7 Glade Riders with True Flight, and 3 Warhawk Riders with True Flight. Okay. Quite a fast army, actually. I mean, yeah, okay, you've got a Glade Guard, but they, you know, they can hold objectives and do bits and pieces. This is quite a hard-hitting list. This is a surprisingly hard-hitting list. I would... And hard to chew through with those 2 dragons. I'm impressed, I'll be honest. This, like... Wood Elves really struggle at the moment, but this is a nice list. I wouldn't count it out of being definitely in the top half. Double Dragons, top half, maybe top 20. Yeah, I like it. Well done, Fraser. It's a solid list. All right, Matt Crawford. Love you, Matt. I'm glad to see you bringing another different army as well. This time, the Wild Hunt. You have a Glade Lord on a dragon, Armor of Destiny, and Biting Blade. Another Glade Lord on a dragon. Ward say, well, yeah, in fact, this looks oddly identical. Must be a netlisty type thing, because obviously this is the same as the previous list. Annoyance of Nightling's Resplendence of Luminescence, and Aspects of the Cat. Nice. 7 Glade Riders with Arcane Bodkins, Banner of the Spring Tide. 7 Glade Riders, Arcane Bodkins. 5 Wild Riders. You can have Wild Riders? Oh, this is the Hunt list, isn't it? Mad. 5 Wild Riders in core. 5 Sisters of the Thorn. 5 Sisters of the Thorn. Double Great Eagle. Hyper mobile list. Very fast. Very difficult to lock down. Yeah, okay. Double Dragon. Double Great Eagle. Great Eagles. OP. Yeah. I think, I mean, Matt's a good player. We played before. And I hope you get the luck in this one, Matt. I really hope you do well. I think this is really solid. So, 2 Wood Elf lists, I think they're both going to be in the top half. I think they're both going to surprise people when they draw them. They're not as weak as they look. And that's it. That rounds out the army lists. Some really impressive ones there. I think some nice and fluffy ones, as you'd expect at such a big event. And some really solid, scary ones. If I had to take a guess at a top 5, I would say we're going to have 2 Cathay players. Probably 1 and 2. In 3rd place, I fancy maybe one of the VC builds. Quite nasty VC stuff there. 4th place, maybe Tomb King list, maybe the 20 Bushabti list. And in 5th place, let's put I don't know, one of the Orc and Goblin lists. They can be surprisingly scary sometimes. So yeah, I think we're going to see some quite exciting gameplay over the weekend. I'll try and do as much footage as I can. Try and keep everybody updated. If you have any questions about the event, or if there's any predictions that you think would be different, please shout out in the comment section. I love reading them and engaging with them all. Please also click like and subscribe as usual. Always love to hear your thoughts and opinions about all these things and what you are most excited about in this event. Hopefully I will see most of you there, and I will see the rest of you on another episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.